Well, we're in Hartford, and it's you and Stephanie doing a major celebration discussing how you won the European Championship, the Intercontinental Championship, King of the Ring. My God, Kurt, I'm telling you, your rookie year is right up there with the best. And finally, the WWF Championship. It's balloons, it's confetti. They're putting this over as a huge deal. It had to be special, though. I mean, and all this with Vince McMahon's daughter in the ring. How cool was this moment for you?
That was really cool. I believe I got a lot of heat with the fans, but it was to celebrate yourself is kind of like you're kind of an asshole. So the fans weren't exactly happy about it, but it was a lot of fun doing it with Stephanie.
Yeah, and again, this is the first Olympic gold medalist as WWF champion. So this is something that, WWF can kind of pound their chests about and brag and talk a little bit about. And it's a good, nice PR topic. Did Vince, was he cognizant of that and kind of talking to you about how this was such a big deal for him in the company to have an Olympic gold medalist as champ?
You know what? He never mentioned anything to me, but Jim Ross and Michael Cole would mention it quite a bit on TV. The first WWF champion that was an Olympic gold medalist. So I'm sure Vince was telling them to say that.
That
So
makes sense.
Vince never came to me and said, "Hey, this is a huge deal," but obviously it was.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, Mick Foley comes out. He orders a three-way between you, The Rock, and Triple H for the main event. Big main event for you here, man. First night as champion, and you're already in a three-way with Rock and Triple H. This is like a pay-per-view match.
You know what? Honestly, I worked my ass off that year. When I had that title run, it was a good 5 or 6 months, and they were having me wrestle almost every week. But this triple threat, this was a repeat of SummerSlam, I believe, when I got knocked out from the pedigree on the table with Triple H. So this was another match. It was the same group of guys.
Yeah, it is a nod to your SummerSlam match. Hunter's taken out on a stretcher this time, though. It wouldn't be, you getting knocked out. You hit the Olympic slam, but the ref is occupied with Triple H too much to count the pin. Hunter recovers to give you the pedigree, but The Rock would save the fall. Rock would hit the rock bottom, and Hunter would make the save. Man, you're the champion. You're getting saved a lot here. Was that just how you were being booked?
Yeah. I was a heel champion, so they didn't give me a lot of offense. And I started getting concerned after a little while. And what happened was eventually they were making me look so weak.
Yeah.
Pat Patterson came to Vince and said, "Listen, what you're doing with Kurt, man, you got to stop. I mean, this guy you need to add value to this champion. You're making him look illegitimate. You need to make him a legitimate champion. He needs to start getting some wins, legitimate wins." And so eventually Vince started having me get wins. I started winning as a champion, but it took a little while.
Yeah, because you'd hit Hunter and the Rock with the title, but before you get the win, Rikishi would run out, and it's a DQ. You retain, and that's exactly where I was headed. I mean, I think you getting a pin here, it could have helped really launch you, in the title run. Austin would come out. Go ahead.
I do believe the reason why we were doing all this stuff was we had this Hell in a Cell 6-man in December, and they were working up to that. So they had Austin and Rock and Triple H and Undertaker and Rikishi involved with me every week. And it was almost like they were getting ready for that pay-per-view. Even though Survivor Series was first, they were getting ready for that pay-per-view in December.